Shalom. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. We are taught to filter the news through the scriptures from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I saw this news report pop up. I watched it, and I was like, let me do a quick lesson going into what they're bringing out. So this is what this lesson's going into. But before I start, let me read the scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, do not be ignorant of the devices that these devils, Esau, Edom, what they're bringing about, what they're trying to do. We're in times that we're going to see a lot of things come out that these devils are trying to do. And there's always, applications for these things that they create to bring harm or cause harm to people. You know, these people are trying to, they're trying to merge science and they're trying to merge technology with bioengineering, and they're doing a lot of weird stuff. They're trying to make hybrids of different things. Plants, animals, humans. That's what they're doing. News report I'm about to show you is going into that. So, hey, check it out, and then I'll have some comments after, and another scripture or two, and just we gotta let these things be known. What's coming? So you can't say you weren't warned. You can't say it. So let me show the news report.
Welcome to our podcast where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss how scientists are fusing nature with tech as Robo plants surge. Remote-controlled Venus flytrap Robo plants and crops that tell farmers when they are hit by disease could become reality after scientists developed a high-tech system for communicating with vegetation. Researchers in Singapore linked up plants to electrodes capable of monitoring the weak electrical pulses naturally emitted by the greenery. The scientists used the technology to trigger a Venus flytrap to snap its jaws shut at the push of a button on a smartphone app. They then attached one of its jaws to a robotic arm and got the contraption to pick up a piece of wire 0.5 millimeter thick and catch a small falling object. The technology is in its early stages, but researchers believe it could eventually be used to build advanced plant-based robots that can pick up a host of fragile objects which are too delicate for rigid robotic arms. Chen Xiaodong, the lead author of a study on the research at Nanyang Technological University, said, "These kinds of nature robots can be interfaced with other artificial robots to make hybrid systems. There are still challenges to be overcome. Scientists can stimulate the flytrap's jaws to slam shut, but can't yet reopen them, a process that takes 10 or more hours to happen naturally. The system can also pick up signals emitted by plants, raising the possibility that farmers will be able to detect problems with their crops at an early stage. Chen said, by monitoring the plant's electrical signals, we may be able to detect possible distress signals and abnormalities, and farmers may find out when a disease is in progress, even before full-blown symptoms appear on the crops. Researchers believe such technology could be particularly useful as crops face increasing threats from climate change. Scientists have long known that plants emit very weak electrical signals, but their uneven and waxy surfaces makes it difficult to effectively mount sensors. The NTU researchers developed film-like, soft electrodes that fit tightly to the plant's surface and can detect signals more accurately. They are attached using a thermogel, which is liquid at low temperatures, but turns into a gel at room temperature. They are the latest to conduct research communicating with plants. In 2016, a Massachusetts Institute of Technology team turned spinach leaves into sensors that can send an email alert to scientists when they detect explosive materials in groundwater. The team embedded carbon nanotubes that emit a signal when plant roots detect nitroaromatics, compounds often found in explosives. The signal is then read by an infrared camera that sends out a message to the scientists. That's all from this podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.
Hey, if your partner is being secretive with their
Slocky. So you heard that report. This is what this devil is trying to do. Like, we can't make this up. The things that come out, we're going to report on it and go into the scriptures and show you. This devil is trying to make hybrid robotic plants. Like, you notice that if you've been paying attention, all you're seeing is AI this, AI this, AI this. You keep hearing them talking about AI. There's reports of them making robot dogs. All right. Now you got robot plants. You know, you got drones that, you know, that hover in the air that can go pretty nice distance. Nice speeds, can track, got infrared, night vision, all this stuff. To track people. This is what this devil is doing. The Edomites, this is what they're doing. And the other nations that follow along after them, they're trying to mix robotics with nature. They're trying to mix flesh with nature. I mean, the evidence is there. This is why when you read 2 Thessalonians, it tells you that they have a God complex. They are trying to be like Yahweh. They have a God complex. I mean, wow, like, damn. This is why we gotta get out of here. This is why we gotta get out of here. Because as more time goes on, this devil will plunge this planet further and further, down the hole, down the trash bin. This place is horrible. And like I said, as time goes on, they're bringing up more and more things that they're trying to do. They're trying to be like the Most High God Yahweh, but they're not. They're just men. But they have a God complex. So this is why they do and act a certain way. And like I said, we got to get out of here. This is why the scriptures go mention um, that they will destroy this if they, if say Howard didn't step in and do anything, they will destroy this place. The scriptures mention that. I'm gonna read it right quick. Where was it? Was it Mark? Somebody, let me find it right quick. I think it was Mark. I forgot what it was. Oh, here we go. Mark chapter 13. This is Mark chapter 13. I'll start at verse 19. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. So this is going into Jacob's trouble. This is going into the times we're coming into, which we, from what Apostle Tar mentioned, we believe we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble right now. But this is going further into Jacob's trouble. And Mark chapter 13, verse 20 says, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. So if Yahweh Shema Shai doesn't shorten the days, no flesh should be saved. Because this devil will, look what he's doing. Robot plants, robot dogs, robot birds, robot sharks. And they're trying to merge. We mentioned it was like transhumanism and so forth. They're trying to merge flesh and machine. Look, they're trying to merge plants and machines. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make hybrids of things. Talking about using these plants to lift things up and this and man, they'll use these plants to in a devilish fashion of war, or using them to take people out. I mean, because that's their mentality. The scripture says what? They were given, their blessing was the sword. Esau's blessing was the sword, right? Modern day sword is a gun. This devil will use, they'll come up with, things that are harmless. They'll use things that are harmless and make a weapon out of it. A plant. See, making a plant into a robot. For what reason? Just saying, you got to look at these things. So this Mark chapter 13, verse 20 says what? And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved. So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to shorten the days, because look at all these different things that this devil is bringing out, or trying to bring out. But for elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. So Most High God Yahweh Shema Shai is going to shorten the days because it's for the elect's sake. It's going to be for the elect's sake. The ones that he foreknew long ago, the ones he chosen from the beginning to be the ones that will make it out of here, the ones that will be doing his will, to the best of their abilities, the one who is going to be calling on the names of Yahweh Shai. The ones that's going to accept death for the Most High God Yahweh. When that MOTB comes out. Because look, they're trying to, and that's another thing, the MOTB. They're making that and they're going to put that inside people. You see, they're, again, transhumanism. Merging flesh and machine. And the scriptures tell us not to take that when you read Revelations, the 13th chapter. Chapter 16, verse 18. Not to do it. So I just wanted to bring that out. This devil is trying to do so much out here. He's not going to win. We know that. But he's still going to do a lot of things that's going to turn this world upside down before Yahushua comes back, before Armageddon kicks off. And during Armageddon, World War III, a lot of stuff's going to be come out that this devil's going to use. So we're just here to report the things we see, filter it with the scriptures to the best of our ability, and just give a report. So you can't say you didn't know about this, you didn't know about that. We're going to let you know. And hopefully you get prepared mentally, physically, for the things that are vastly approaching. I pray that was edifying to the flock. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Again, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, bringing that 100% truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. Till next time.